And I got the fuel tanks topped up with jet fuel, and I even got a couple drop tanks so I can extend the flight a little bit. I am in Bayfield, and we have about 74 degrees out, and I'll be flying at about 230 feet on July 17th, 2017. Bayfield is by the Apostle Islands. Beautiful, beautiful area. A little touristy during the summertime. And so we'll just take a little look around and make sure everything's going to go. It's a little bit windy, so I just want to hesitate a little bit here and see how things are going to go with the wind blowing. And everything seems to be going pretty good. Now this is down by the marina. Madeline Island is the closest island there, and there's ferries that run back and forth. So if you want to go to Madeline Island, you just hop on a ferry with your car or motorcycle or bicycle or however you want to go. And once you get there, you can drive around the island. We got kind of a boat right there that was moving right along, so that kind of caught my attention. There's also tour boats that you can take, and they go to, I believe, some of the different islands, and they actually will drop you off at some of them. I believe there's a lighthouse at one. I've never taken it myself, but it seems like it would be a lot of fun, especially on a 74-degree day with a breeze blowing. That would be perfect. Now we're going to kind of look at the town a little bit. Because it's tourist season and there's people, I am not going to actually fly into the town, but I will fly alongside of it and give you kind of a look. During the wintertime, if the lake freezes over to Madeline Island, they actually plow the lake and they call it a state highway while it's froze. It doesn't do that every year. Last year I came up here hoping that it would be froze and hoping I could drive out to Madeline Island, and it turned out that there was no ice. So that kind of scrapped that plan. I did fly the drone around a little bit and froze my fingers off. But I'm certainly not freezing them off now. It is just beautiful. And we're kind of looking around here. There's some sailboats out there. And here we have one of the ferries coming in. Now, I've never seen these things load or unload before, so I thought this would be a perfect opportunity. My guess is this guy's probably done this a few times before. And during the wintertime, if you need to get out back and forth to the island, they have an ice boat. So you can hop in the ice boat, and if there's thin ice or something, and the boat breaks through, it just kind of keeps pushing itself through the ice and water and back onto the ice. It's driven by a big propeller in the back. And now it looks like they got a reverse thruster in the front to slow them down. Yeah, it looks like a pretty smooth operation. They get the front drop down now, and pretty soon I imagine the cars will be able to leave. Looks like they're running the rear motor a little bit. Probably pushing it forward. And there they go. I know they have a website, so you can check and see what the schedule is if you decide you want to do this. And you can see how much it cost. Yeah, it looks like we have a couple people on the beach there going over towards the water. And here comes another boat. That guy's going to get his camper off. I suppose he hauled his camper over there and probably camped on the island. And we got a bunch of kayakers out there. So we'll go out and meet boat number 2. Maybe do a fly around. Yeah, that looks like that one there is quite a bit smaller. Yeah, there's the kayakers in the background. I'd be afraid of kayaking in Lake Superior. I'm afraid of Lake Superior itself. I might try kayaking in my bathtub. That'd probably be pretty safe. And they're still unloading cars off the first boat. He's got the motor going there, kind of pushing them forward. And now they got the second boat in. Yeah, looks like they finally got the first boat unloaded. And there goes a vehicle off the second boat. Looks like that one can handle 6. The second boat can handle 6 cars. And we see the sailboats out there just cruising along, sailing away. Well, the one year I did drive across when there was ice, and you can actually drive all around Madeline Island. That's kind of interesting to see. That water is pretty clear. I can see the sand bottom, but then the sand bottom looks like it goes down really fast. Maybe I'll fly out there and see what it looks like. Yeah, now they're loading the cars back on the first boat. But you can see the sand bottom right here. And then all of a sudden it just disappears. I wonder if they're wearing wetsuits. Lake Superior is pretty cold. You definitely wouldn't want to be caught out in the water for too long. And so that's going to end the flight around Bayfield, Wisconsin. If you're ever thinking of a place that you want to come and do a little vacationing, this is an excellent spot. There's a lot of things to see, a lot of things to do. Take a tour of the Apostle Islands. Go out to Madeline Island. There's a lot of shops, a lot of good food. Just a nice place to be.